What's up, guys? Welcome to Soccer Machine TV. Just in case you didn't catch it in the title, we're changing the series name to Ask Soccer Machine instead of Ask the Machine. And this is just because somebody already had that first series already. They already have a playlist. It's like some fitness guy. So we gotta do our own thing, so it's gonna be called Ask Soccer Machine. And for today's video, it comes from Ruben. He actually asked a couple of questions, and I'm gonna go ahead and let him ask it.
Hey Soccer Machine TV, I'm Ruben, and first of all I'd like to point out great videos. And my question is, well, actually various questions are, how do you improve your first touch? How do you shoot from outside the box while in movement? And what to do in a situation when you're 1v1 against a goalkeeper? I also like to know how to train passing but with only one person. I'd like to hear a response and keep up the good work. Thanks.
Alright guys, and the reason I chose this particular question is because it really gets back to basics. It's fundamentals. He talks about first touch, he talks about passing, more specifically how to practice passing on your own, and he also talks about shooting, but today we're just going to be focusing on that fundamental first touch and pass, which is a need to have if you want to play soccer. And the way we're going to be doing this is pretty simple, and it's as easy as finding a wall. So if you have a wall, then you can do this. Okay, so we're going to begin by just passing to the wall. You can actually just focus on your strong foot while you get used to it, and then you move to your weaker foot, which for me is my left foot. And you're going to notice right away that it's more difficult just in not how you strike the ball, but what the other foot is doing, how you have to move. And a wall is really helpful to improve that. Later you can move farther, and in this scenario I'm actually passing it, then moving, which is more realistic in a game. You're going to receive the ball, control it, go to the other side, and then pass it again. And if you get good at this, it's going to make you a better player. And I know it looks very easy, very basic, but this is what the majority of soccer is about. As you get better, you can start doing more difficult, complex drills. In this one, I'm doing an L pullback, then another L pullback, and then passing. And the reason I do two is because I want to alternate the foot that I'm passing with. And by doing two, you're gonna do that. You're gonna go from right and then to left. So try this one out. This one might take a couple of practice, but it can be very useful to get out of sticky situations, really being able to get the ball behind you and then releasing it. After this, you also need to practice passing the ball in the air, because the ball is not always gonna come on the ground. So as you can see here, if you get really close to the wall, it's very simple. It's almost like juggling. You can just pass it back and forth and back and forth. But once again, this isn't realistic, and the passes you're gonna get are usually gonna come far out. And this particular drill might be a whole lot more difficult, especially on your first touch, because if you try to not let the ball bounce and it's coming back at you with speed, it's kind of like getting a pass from the goalie or from a cross and trying to bring it down and control it. Okay guys, and as you can tell, the particular wall I was using was smooth, so the passes were very predictable. I know a lot of you guys are going to have a problem finding a wall. Obviously inside, most of your parents won't let you. And then finding a smooth wall is actually more difficult than it sounds. The problem I was having with this particular one is the ground wasn't grass, it was more like weeds. So I had to improvise, but you really have to make the best out of every situation. Like, if your wall isn't smooth, then the pass is going to be more unpredictable, and it's going to help you a little bit more. Like for me, the weeds, that first bounce would mess up the way the ball was coming, so I would have to change last minute. And little things like that are going to help you. They can frustrate you at times, but you're just going to have to learn to adapt and to make yourself a better player using those things. Okay guys, hope that helps. Hope it helped you, Ruben. And if you guys have questions, remember all you have to do is record yourself, post it on YouTube, and send me the link to thesoccermachine@gmail.com. or you can post a video on Instagram with the hashtag #AskSoccerMachine, or just email me. But if you really want to get your question answered, do what Ruben did and do a YouTube video. So until next time, guys, remember to ask, and I'm going to be here to help you with what I can.